message to a real person like Twitch chat? Wait, what's that in relation to? Oh, like wanting to go home and being cozy? Worst place you ever slept? Cemetery? Probably. Like, I sleep in, like, maybe to a lot of people weird places, just like in proximity to weird things. Like, you know, I'll be in some bushes behind like whatever building. I slept just outside the Canadian version of CIA, in just outside Ottawa. I was kind of like, yeah, I guess. But I just sleep in lots of bushes and woods. There's any holy sites? What counts as a holy site? Or a hammock camp? No. Okay, your website doesn't work. Alright, we'll go on a different website. Can I just talk? Favorite other Twitch streamers? People that go outside in the world and explore it. Plus some other streamers, but I don't want to start a list because then I'll feel bad because I'm going to miss people that I feel like deserve it. And that makes me sad. So I'm just going to like pretty much rename them. If they go outdoors, I like this. Quite often, like I'll host like the same group of people, and when I end my stream, I always look for someone to host. This is like, all the usual suspects. I host them pretty frequently with people that go outdoors and do stuff. So I'll, like, hunt through Twitch and try to find someone doing anything outside. You know, it can actually be hard to find someone doing stuff outside. Particularly the reason why I don't hammock camp. I just have to find 2 trees to hang out between. Here in Malaysia, you'd probably be fine for a lot of it. I know with my narrow one-man tent, I can essentially always find a place to set down something like yay wide by, you know, just over 6 feet long. I found in Japan, service experience is so sweet. Is it from your memory? The Pete Namey saga in Massachusetts. One second, let me get this started, and we can talk about Pete Namey. Talking you up, the shared love is real. Yes. Amongst people that do similar things on this platform, we're pretty supportive of each other. We're a fairly small corner of Twitch TV, but we're pretty tight knit. And like, since we all stream traveling, right? Like, the majority of us travel to each TwitchCon, and it's our opportunity to like meet up now twice a year, once in Europe, once in California, and it's always a really good time. We spend a lot of time hanging out together. So my junk trailer in industrial lot. That was pretty good. I almost always I just like my tent when I'm outside. Exact weather. My weather 32, wind, humidity 52. It's been worse. That is today. Yes, it is today. Man, accommodation's quite cheap. I like it. Connecticut? Yeah. Most recently I went through Connecticut. Would have been about a month ago. Almost there. I was going through Maine, and I got a ride in Maine down through Massachusetts, close to the border to Connecticut, then hitchhiked to Connecticut, and west into New York. Yeah. Lifestyle's a constant vacation / camping experience. I dig it. I dig it as well. I don't consider my life a vacation, but that would be a subjective thing. Alright, we got this started. I think I owe you guys the Pete and Amy story though. One moment. So, what was this? Yeah, last summer, I was hitchhiking in Massachusetts. I was hitchhiking at a service area next to a state highway in Massachusetts, which as far as I'm concerned is 100% legal to hitchhike on, but I had a state trooper come up and be like, hey, it's illegal to hitchhike in the state of Massachusetts, and I'm like, pretty much in the most polite way possible, no it's not, in the most polite way possible. And I asked him to find a law that says it's illegal to hitchhike in the state of Massachusetts. He comes back 10 minutes later or whatever, after sitting in a squad car for a little bit while I'm just hanging out talking to you guys. And he's like, due to a technicality, it's not illegal to hitchhike in the state of Massachusetts, but you can't hitchhike here. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Where can I do it? He's like, at the next junction, you can hitchhike an route there. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Can you take me there? Because you said I'm not allowed to be here at all. So he takes me there, that's fine. He's fine enough, but whatever. He drops me off there. I start hitchhiking there. Hour and a half later, still no ride. I had one guy offer me a ride to Boston, but he had 2 beers cracked in his car. Like he had one going, and he pulled over, offered me a lift, and he cracked a beer as we were talking. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to take that ride, am I? But after an hour and a half, the cop comes back, and he's like, you can't hitchhike here. I'm like, you told me to hitchhike here. What do you mean I can't hitchhike here? Anyway, it escalated to the point where he's like, I can arrest you if you have a problem with that. And I'm like, you got me there. I don't feel like being arrested. Whatever, you win. So he got out of his squad car, blocked traffic, and escorted me across the street. He said I have to be on the other side of the street. And I sat down on the other side of the street. I'm like, well, this sucks. He left, and I'm sitting there sulking with you guys. And then this couple in the street pulled up, and they're like, hey, where are you trying to get to? And I'm just like, or no, they're like, hey, do you need a lift? Or do you need a ride? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, where are you trying to go? I'm like, Boston. They're like, oh, hop in, we'll take you there. Turns out it's their Sunday, they were doing a few errands, and Amy was running some errands and had driven past me a few times while I was hitchhiking, and she said if I was still there the next time she drove past, once she picked up Pete, her boyfriend, then she'd pick me up and they'd take me where I want to go. So they picked me up and they took me where I want to go. It's Boston. Then they invited me out for dinner in Boston. We went for pizza. They took me out for cannolis after that. And they're like, well, we don't have to go, you don't have to drop you up here in Boston if you don't want. We can take you further. Where are you trying to get to? I'm like, I'm continuing north. So they took me all the way to New Hampshire. They took me all the way to Manchester, New Hampshire, got me a hotel room, walked me up to my hotel room and bid me farewell there. That made me cry. Contrast of having a pretty bad day with meeting some really wonderful people that go way above and beyond what you could ever expect of another human being. To me, that was one of my most impactful days of hitchhiking because of the contrast. It still would have been one of my most impactful days of hitchhiking without the contrast, without the bad state trooper experience, but it made it stand out that much more because I got I was having a very bad day, and they made it a really good day. So yeah, that would be an impactful hitchhiking story.